All right, we want the worst putter to go first. So.
I'm not going to immediately volunteer as the worst putter, but
I don't know how to.
I've been a great putter, actually. What'd you say, friend?
Yeah, I think you're awesome. Unbelievable. I heard so much about you.
Somewhere on the sea, it got a little longer, so it seems. I burned out, so to speak. Now come a little closer. I feel a little light in the light track.
So this is top of the rock here, getting ready for the first round of the Bass Pro Shops Pro-Am. Up there we've got all of the Champions Tour players. Fred Funk down at the end in gray. We're going to play with him today.
I gotta warn you, this is my first round since July.
That's great.
Honestly.
Wait, what?
Really?
I've been hurt. I'm trying to come back this week. Yeah. I've been having back surgery and torn hamstrings. I haven't been able to come back. So, we're working on it. You can delete that.
It's long.
I think it's in the lake.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to go long here.
Now you tell me. Come on, Fred.
Nice.
I think it goes a hair left, so I mean just on the edge. What do y'all think?
It's my favorite part of playing with pros.
Inside right edge.
Yeah, I love this. It's all about the putting. How much is it about the putting, Fred? All about the putting.
Like that?
Just like that.
That was awesome.
Let's go.
All right, everybody putt. Let's everybody putt one so we get used to it.
Thank you.
So the big part is picking the putt. Fred, what do you look for in picking the putt?
Well, shortness number one.
Yeah.
The shortest one, but then you got to have the angle. Difficulty factor. This one is about the same as that one as far as feeding to the hole,
Yeah.
and you just got to get it going on line. Where you don't have that one, you'd have to hit pretty hard.
Yeah.
So being this is a little shorter, I think it's the one to go to.
Pure.
Go.
Story of my life. Short.
No, you're not that short.
We're on the boat now, heading over to the green. Have you ever done this before, Fred?
Oh yeah. Oh, you mean the boat ride?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's part of the deal.
What would you say is your being here? What's your crowning achievement here? The win, or was there something else that you hold on to there?
Well, we did trying to hit a sporting clay with a golf ball as it came across. Almost had it. It was close. And then I hit a golf ball with a professional shooter that took the golf ball out of the air. So that was impressive. So yeah.
More so than the win.
No, the win was cool. No, that was really cool. And it was the first one. So we started our probably the only par 3 golf course tournament on the at this level. And Sluman and I won, and that was really cool. So got a little history. So we made a little history.
And it's like I said, it's unlike anything else I've really ever seen.
Not too often you got we had 108 yards of this pin, and we got a boat ride.
I used to watch swing videos on YouTube all the time. What would you do? Just watch tour highlights, or
No, I didn't do
you
that.
wouldn't even look at people's swings? Oh.
No, I don't know.
Oh my god.
I couldn't tell you technicalities. I know a good swing or a good shot when I see one.
Yeah. Well, that's what makes you the best.
That's a good putt.
There you go. That's it.
Money!
Very nice.
Money, honey. You're a very sensitive guy, though.
But the one thing that remains constant, and the thing that amateurs really, don't realise, is the grip pressure. They all grip too tight on the putter, and that's the thing that should remain constant. That most amateurs grip the club far too tightly. So if I was giving one tip at all, it would be to grip the club a lot lighter, and that would feel the club head and allow you to stroke it much more with a much more smoother action than if you grip tight and tension, you've got issues.
It's just right, I can't explain
So we birdied every other hole. We hit some good shots and made some good putts. We're at the 9th here, but it's not our last hole. We have one left after this, the first hole. That's a pretty tee shot. So, Fred, what would you say is the best part about the Champions Tour?
There's a lot of things. There's so much, but the biggest thing is that from age 50 on, most of us have already had a great career. We love playing the game of golf. We love competing, and we can keep doing it. And it's probably one of the only sport. It is probably the only sport that you can really do that and be with your guys you've been with for me for 30 years and just having a great time and still go out there and play the game you love. And like I said, most of the guys have had good careers, so we're a little more laid back. And we're still grinding. We still want to win. We still want to beat each other really bad. But at the same time, we're rooting for each other because we got a good gig here. We got a good thing going, and the camaraderie of us and the way the formats are, where we have these pro-ams like today, and get to meet a bunch of really neat people, and it's a lot of fun.
All right, we're gonna make a birdie.
We got a birdie. We got a birdie one.
All right, birdie goal.
Birdie
You
one
change
for
it up.
500.
Change it up and get a hole in one.
Ooh, I like that.
How many hole-in-ones do you have, Fred?
17 or 18.
17 or 18.
But I always tell my dad had 2 in his life in the same round.
That's all he had.
That's all he had. 2 in his life, and they were in the same 18 holes.
That is.
He came home extremely drunk.
After the hole-in-ones?
After the hole-in-ones, yeah. After all the celebration. I hit one where the minute I hit it, I took the lead in the tournament. The minute I hit it was with a 3-iron. I tossed the club down and kicked it, and because I hit it thin, and it just barely cleared the go this way, right? Barely cleared the bunker. It's going 100 miles an hour, hits the pin, drops in for taking the lead at Hamilton in Canada, the Canadian Open. Tiger texted me. He says, "You can't make a hole-in-one and kick your club and stomp all over the tee." I go, "I missed it." He says, "You can't do that."
That's amazing. You hit enough good shots. You don't need any confidence boost, right?
I'm working on getting my game back and everything else, so I got a long way to go. I haven't played in a while, and I'm basically relearning right now. So
Was that really true, though? I mean, you seem to have like a great game. What are you actually working on?
everything. I'm trying to learn how to swing again. I'm trying to learn how to let it go. I've been swinging in pain for so long, and still got a little pain, and I'm still guarding. So I'm really working on as basic fundamentals as possible, which is what we usually do.
So how do you do that mentally in a round of golf? Is there something you do? Because you stick
with the fundamentals.
But you have so much time between shots. What do you do?
Well, it
between
doesn't matter.
shots?
You let that go, and you have your time. When I go and grab that club, or I tee the ball up and I get back here, that everything goes, and then I'm focused in. I talk to you, talk to everybody, look at the gallery, and try to interact as much as you can. For me, I love doing that. But then when it's time for me to when I'm back here, I'm in go mode. I'm in focus mode. The camera lens goes from out here to right there.
What do people not know about you?
I don't think they know how hard I am on myself. Yeah, I'm really, really hard on myself my whole career. I grinded. I outworked a lot of guys. Everybody's kind of happy-go-lucky, but at the same time, I hated losing and I hated playing bad, and I defined myself based on my scores a lot.
Do you regret that?
One of the worst. Oh yeah, it's one of the worst things you can do. You're more than what you are as a scorer or as a golfer. If I had to do it over, I would have I would hope I would have enjoyed the ride a little longer. I enjoyed it, but I worked my butt off, and I was really hard on myself, and I'm very competitive, very down on myself when I didn't play well, and when I played well, I've wanted so much to keep that, and I was always working hard. All right, now I'm playing good, so I've got to keep that. But if I wasn't playing well, like how am I ever going to play good again? And everybody goes through that, but it's hard. It's a game that beats you up. It's really hard.
It sure does.
Yeah.
Yeah. On any level, which is interesting to hear you say that.
Yeah, it's hard. All the guys are going through it. I mean, out here on the tour, and the pressure. There's such a fine line between success and failure. So you average 69, even nowadays, and the talent pool is just deeper right now. But if you average 69 stroke average, you're one of the best players in the world. And if you average under 69, 68.898, you're the number one in the world. You average 71, you're not on tour. So there's a pretty tight window right there.
You heard it here first, folks. That's cool.
Fred.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Fred Funk.
Oh, I didn't know you were going to know. We were waiting. We were holding all those guys up. Hold on to the railing. A lot of club head speed coming this way. All right. Well, I wish that was a problem. Get up.
Get it. We were just talking about aces.
Oh my god.
I mean, how far do you reckon that was, Fred?
That was close. That's all I got.